I appreciate you guys coming out. This is I'm glad that people are starting to take this this show seriously. Like I'm. Not only like saying like you not only show up but you're like on time. It's nice.
I apologize, y'all. I am not feeling well. My stomach is killing me. I'm driving down the street and I know I got an Earl. I know I got a fucking Earl. Dude in front of me is going so fucking slow. I'm killing the horn. Beep, beep, beep. I go around the son of a gun. I pull over. There's no one around. There is no one nowhere. There's no one nowhere. I open the car door. I bend over. I'm ready to let it go. Within 3 seconds, there's a man standing over me. What the fuck? Where did you come from? What? I'm trying to throw up. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, baby, are you all right? I said, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, your man got you sick. I said, I don't have a man. Oh, you want a man? Nigga! Do you not see me trying to throw up? Like, this is definitely the wrong time for this conversation. What is going on? I'm Terry, my friend that passed. He walked up to me from another funeral, trying to talk to me. Hey, babe. Dude, I'm at a funeral. This could be my man, my husband. What the? He would look at me and say, well, whoever he is dead. Dead is dead. What's your name and number? No. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want someone that can talk sweet nothings in my ear. I want someone that can just whisper and I just melt. I want someone that understands vocabulary. Just basic vocabulary. Dude is trying to talk to me and he says, you know, alphabetically speaking, can you and I get together?
My ex lives in London, so he dumped me over text. Yeah. But then I realized like that's probably what the Declaration of Independence felt like to me. Just totally classless. I think that if a girl can be asking to be raped based on what she's wearing, a guy can be asking for kids based on what he's wearing. Hear me out. If you walk into a dive bar with Sperry's, a vest, and a dad bod, I'm gonna poke a hole in the condom. I'm gonna do it. Why would you wear such an expensive watch? Child support! I don't want kids, I just want child support. I kind of want kids, like, because I want a forever friend, except in the case of my mom, where you can just opt out. But I want kids on, like, a subscription basis, you know? Just, like, take a break. So, if anyone's looking for joint custody, hit me up.
Personally, for me, I'm a huge fan of the Free the Nipple movement. When I was in 10th grade, I used to wear 2 push-up bras every day, one over the other, like a fucking boob lasagna, right? Now, if I could wear just like 9 nipples all over my body, let's do it. I'd give them all character bios. This is Sasha. She's in the KGB. Do not make direct eye contact with her. This is Tech. T.E.K. He loves Molly and Mac DeMarco. He struggles to find a sense of identity since his mom left 10 years ago. My favorite is when some rando decides their sentences matter enough that they tell you, you should put a bra on. You should have coronary embolism, Susanna. I will hip check you into this produce aisle. Me and my hard present nips will razor your $29.95 Kohl's Comfort bra right off. Then I'm gonna name a nipple after you. This is Susanna. She fucked around and she got smoked.
I guess I introduced myself as David, but my full name is David Feinberg. It's David Moses Feinberg. And let's just address the elephant in the room. Yeah, lawyery, huh? Lawyerish. Banker type? Gringotts Goblin. Let's put it there, huh? Very Jewish. Extremely Jewish. Debatably too Jewish, right? That's like no chance is Jewish. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like my parents were like, well, let's not give him any like sports ideas or anything like that. We don't want a baseball player in the family. Yeah, that's like stupid Jewish, right? I think about that as like David Moses Feinberg. That's like the introductory like Nazi course, you know, like they were like Nazi kids, right? And like they had Nazi school. I'm making up the terms. I'm not a historian. I'm a geek. Like in Nazi school, they must have like first day kind of shit. They like pull down the chart and they're like, all right, there's the Jew in this picture. And it's like a street scene, and then I'm in the corner like this, right? And they're like, he's right there, he's right there. And they're like, very good.
So a little bit about me. I just applied to law school. I know, and I'm doing a show in the house. Thank you. Yeah. People keep asking me. I tell them that. They're like, what kind of lawyer are you doing to be? And I'm like, I don't know, a hot one. Right? Fingers crossed. Thank you. I'm going to law school for me. I'm not trying to please my parents or impress a man, but I do hope that all my ex-boyfriends look back at me as the sugar mama who got away. Right? I'm not the one who got away. I'm the one you got very away from very quickly. But things are good. I had to take the law school admissions test. Have you ever heard of that? Anyone familiar with it? You are? Did you take it? No. Well, let me tell you. If you're going to take it, the only thing you need to know is that it's a giant mind fuck, and it's like a standardized test that was written by a bunch of trolls under a bridge, you know? All right, a lot of riddles. I know that this is like not really relatable, but hear me out. You're going to be on my team in a minute. All right, so the LSAT is a mind fuck. The first day, I took this class to prepare for it. The first day, the teacher sat us down and he was like, always remember the test makers are trying to trip you up. They want to find your flaws and exploit your weaknesses. And I was like, who the fuck is writing this test? My ex-boyfriend? And then I was like, oh wait, no, he doesn't have a job. So I took this class to prepare for the test, and it was very expensive. But I wasn't sure I was going to take it. And then I thought, you know what, I learn better with structure and validation from a teacher. Like, I want to do this well. And then I got to the class the first day and I saw how much homework there was. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do all of this. So instead I just fucked my teacher. It was very validating, but not quite worth the money. I'm just saying. I did. I fucked my LSAT teacher. Thank you. I would just like to say, too, this is not even a bit. On the first day of the class, I was like, I'm going to fuck that teacher. And my roommate was like, you're probably not, though. And then I did. A couple months later. Yeah, thank you. And, thank you, yeah. There was no rule against us sleeping together. He told me that. He's like, there's no rule that students aren't allowed to sleep with teachers. He's like, but there is a rule that I'm not allowed to tutor you for free. And I was like, yeah, but if they saw the sex, they'd know that I was tutoring you. Woo! One for Trav, am I right? After, we hooked up before the class was over, and then we were hanging out after the class, and he was like, now I can finally tell you that you were my favorite student. And I was like, yeah, I blew you. It'd be weird if you were still a huge fan of JD. You know? There was no rule against us sleeping together, but if I could make a suggestion, I think they should make a rule that LSAT teachers are not allowed to ghost their students before the LSAT. Thank you for already laughing. Isn't that ridiculous? We've already established that the LSAT is a mindfuck. If you're a teacher invested in helping a student raise her score, you shouldn't fuck with her mind any. It's a stress relief, right? You should have done that. Yeah, he ghosted me. You guys know what ghosting is, right?
Yeah.
It's when the person stops replying to you, even though you both had a lot of fun. Seriously, it was fun. It sucked being ghosted before the LSAT because throughout the course, he would say things like, if you see a difficult problem on the exam, I want you to hear my voice in your head helping you solve it. The worst part is that fucking worked. On test day, when I saw difficult problems, I heard his voice in my head helping me solve it, and then I heard a second voice, and she was fucking pissed. She was like, wow, okay, wow. Wow. Wow, okay, so you can like show up to help me solve a problem, but you can't return a text message? Well, buddy, since you're here, do you want to hang out?
Have you had a good day?
Yeah.
I didn't envy you. I have just been sore all day. My body hurts. My insides are rotting. I think my insides are rotting. You know, like the human body's made of mostly water. Mine's mostly Flint, Michigan water. It's not a good thing. I hate this cold. I mean, it's been warm today, but it's been cold, you know? I don't like that fucking, that ice storm the other night. I felt like I was like walking around in that shit like a Nazi with fucking hip replacements, just real slow. Insane. I don't know, man. I want to move to California. I always think that in the winter. I'm like, if I could just move to California, and all my friends are like, you know, the price of living out there is really expensive. Like, so I was having a baby in high school, but that didn't stop you. Shit, on my dream.
It's a bit personal.
You're too pilled up to pull out. How does anybody come on Vicodin anyway? That's insane. I take a little bit and I'm like, babe, we gotta finish tomorrow. Oh man, I'm 31 and dating. It's terrible, right? 31 and dating. Look, I mean, you guys look like you're a little bit younger. When I was your age, like 21, I was like, man, I wish. Like, I want to find a girl that's like the same music as me, you know? You know, I want to be an artist. Now I'm like 31. I'm like, fucking just have eyebrows. I gotta have them. It's like leaving a house without them. On a date with this girl, she had her eyebrows painted on real high, like my widow's peak. Just whoop. She's like, let's go dancing. I'm like, all right. Let's go dancing at this club. I'm sore, but all right. Dancing around, she started to break a sweat. Her eyebrows, she started to transform. She started the night off with those Mickey D's arches, right? Started breaking that sweat. Next thing you know, she's got a bridge opening on her face. It was at 1 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, she had regular eyebrows. They melted down. It's fucking magic. She timed it out. She went from ICP to on fleek in 2 hours. It was insane. Next morning, my pillowcase had eyebrows. And I woke up next to a Ninja Turtle, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how you call something without eyebrows. My dad was on chemo 4 years, had eyebrows the whole time. Buried that man with eyebrows. Loosen up, it's my dead dad joke about it, right?
I'm a transgender person. Pre-operational, it means I haven't gotten sex change yet. And the reason why I haven't gotten sex change is because I'm a procrastinator. Like, that's really it. Like, I could start hormones this morning, but instead I was watching that new season of Black Mirror. It's way better than estrogen. I'm just kidding. No, the real reason why I still have my penis is because my penis is the only thing I have that reminds me of my dad. So, God, anybody have daddy issues? Like, yeah, right? Like, did you guys' dad, like, leave to go get cigarettes, right? And after he left, loan sharks come into our house looking for him to settle a gambling debt? Yeah, I have some serious issues with that. My dad's an asshole. You guys can laugh. You guys ever notice how ridiculous restaurant names have gotten? There's a restaurant in Philly. It's called Oops, It's Yogurt. Yeah. Oops, it's yogurt. One question. What were you originally trying to make? That you accidentally make yogurt. I asked a guy at the register, and he said, "It's funny that you asked me that, because we used to do stem cell research here." Jesus, what happened? Well, we had an oopsie daisy, you know. Do you guys think that famous actors role play in bed as the character that they played. Like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, right? Do you think that Maleficent has ever sat on Benjamin Button's face? I live in New York. Anybody from New York or been there?
Yep.
Right? It's like the best place you ever gotten mugged, right? I actually live in Minnesota for 2 years. And if you live in Minnesota, you have to be careful because you can get snow blindness if you look at the people too long. I did acid in Minnesota and it didn't work. That's an exciting story from Minnesota. I did acid and it didn't work. I'm also from Vietnam too. That's where I was born. And whenever I say that, an old man will always say, I fought a war there. What am I supposed to say? Right? I've heard of you. We're all rooting for you. You know what annoys me? Whenever someone on Instagram posts like pictures of food, and they're like, everybody knows food is my weakness, I'm a food addict. But it's like you're eating pizza, and French fries. You guys ever had balut? It's duck fetus. I had that in 3rd grade in Vietnam. It's not always duck fetus. Sometimes it's like orange slices, a piece of cake. Oh, duck fetus sometimes. There's always one mooch in class. He's like, hey, you can eat your duck fetus? It's like, no, you can have my duck fetus. You know who loves food? That kid. The one who's eating everyone else's leftover duck fetus. He can go on Instagram and be like, everyone knows food. This is my kryptonite, # duck fetus. Am I saying duck fetus way too much? They eat dogs in Vietnam. Dogs, yeah. I don't know why they do that, because dog tastes just like cats. And I don't see what the That's the first time I've ever gotten a applause for that. Anyway, my name is Tan, and it's not my real name, it's my stage name. Or it's my girl name when I transition, because my parents, they named me Keanu Reeves. So, did you know that when you get your penis turned into a vagina, it's now called a neo-vagina? Like it's in the Matrix? It's the one. Anyway, I have a sister who was having a really hard time transitioning. But we made great progress. Because the other day, my sister called me a cunt. That's the first time she ever used the right pronouns with me. You guys get it? It was so beautiful. I remember she was like, well, you know what, Tan? You're a cunt. So one time a guy came up to me and the first thing he said to me was, so I heard you still have a penis, right? And what a great way to start a conversation. And then he said, so when if you're attracted to a male, right? So does that mean you're attracted to your own penis? Now, I heard very little laughter just now, but I can feel the curiosity in this room. It's so loud. It's like a big bukkake and patience from an answer to that question. I can say bukkake because I'm Asian. Well, there's like 20 of you here, you all know what bukkake means. Bukkake is definitely a household word now. Apple, Obama, bukkake. Anyway, what was I talking about? Bukkake. Oh right, am I attracted to my own penis? Yes. Only because it's the only thing I have that reminds me of my dad. So,